Greetings of the day. I, Nidhi Nigam from Department of Computer Science and Information Technology is going to present on Theory of Computation, that is TOC, the subject code CSIT 503. Specifically, we are going towards the topic finite automata. So, as we earlier discussed, what is the importance of subject, what the especially the subject is. So, top is the basically core subject of computer science and mathematics as well. As we solve the problem with some specified step or by following some specific steps towards the problem solving. Similarly, the talk is the subject where mainly we deal how the system is going to be computation, how the computation will be done by the system itself for solving a particular problem. So talk will be the subject which is belonging from the computer science as well as mathematics, and going for the problem solving, computational ability and as well as the algorithmic step we will follow for that. So as we are saying in the talk, we will see how the system will perform the computation. So mainly we will deal with foundation of two subjects: discrete structure, that will give us the fundamentals about the functions or how to use the computational methods further, and data structure will be which will give us the algorithmic steps. So the major objective of the course to find the computability, decidability for the machine itself, and to create and design such abstract machine for computation in formal languages for specific problem solving, and also understand the algorithmic steps for the computation. So for today's lecture we are going to discuss about the finite automata. Finite automata, its working. So what finite automata is? The term automata is mainly derived from the automatic. So here the automata will be a machine in which we will take some input in form of something, and which will transform the input into some output forms. Output may be of any energy type, any material, any information or anything. Like in our daily routine, we will take meal, we will have different intakes for our body, and by taking this our input is converted into somewhat energy or some working capability as well. So similarly automata will behave here is, it will take some input as I1, I2, I3 at some time instance, which will compute as of term sigma, and it will produce some output by transforming this given input and the corresponding state, like as in our regular life our different mental states are there. So similarly when machine deal with some input, then it will have different states. So what that states are and how these states are correlated with one another. Similarly how output elements are correlating with one another, and how it is depending on the input itself. So there may be some sequence which we will further use to solve a particular problem. Similarly here the automata will behave. So we can directly correlate this automata as an application of like simple shift register. As an electronic chip, electronic machine, registers we can use for as in storage device or storage capacity. So it will also follow the sequential approach or sequential steps to computation. So we can directly compare that automata or as an application of automata as in shift registers. So finite automata can be categorized into two main forms. What that forms are: finite automata with output and finite automata without output. The without output terms directly deal with finite automata, that only gives us what we will do. We will provide the input, the machine will deal with it and provide some output. The output will be transformed in some spatial form that will obviously perform some specific task, some specific function. So finite automata without output, the machine will only give us the output in terms of yes or no. What we will do, we will provide input in some of input string say, and it will say the given input string will be accepted or it will not accepted. Similarly finite automata with output, Now with output we'll take that input string as an input and also provide some output string as an output. So especially Moore and Mealy machine will do work with the finite automata with output. Now how finite automata will work? So for this we will have two hardware devices, control unit and input tape. Control unit will have storage capacity and input tape will store the given input string, the character as one by one. So control unit will store number of state, how many total number of states we are further using for solving particular problem. Then what exactly the character of particular string will be at each cell. Then what the start stated from where we are starting with, where we will end our overall string reading. The input tape that will store the input string into the tape cell by cell, and the tape head will read that characters one by one up to the right side. So this will be overall working. Now finite automata first read that input string that is stored on the tape. Then we will determine whether that given string is particularly belonging from the language. If it is yes, so automata will directly give us the output as yes. If it is not belonging from any type of category language, so it will say no. So how it will work? At the beginning, finite automata starts with some initial state. It will read that first character of given input string. Then tape head will move on further. It will read each and every symbol of input tape, and after reading that particular input symbol, it will change its step. So now the question comes, what will be the next state then? I am at particular state, then how I will move forward? What will be the next step going to be? So this will decided by that discrete structure foundation transition function. The transition function will tell us what will be the next step by taking some input. So now the tape head will move one by one towards the end of the cell up to the right side. Now when to stop finite automata? So there will be two cases. One, the complete string will be read by the tape head, and another thing, it will be on final state. Two things will decide. So when that two conditions met together, like when we complete whole input string with the final state, so we will say it is in acceptable mode. If it is not acceptable, so it will either not complete this the given input string, or maybe there will be no final state. So yes, there will be two ways through which we will define when to stop the finite automata working. Then this will be the function, this will be the view how particular given input string will be processed. So reading head will read each and every cell of the given input string that is stored in the input tape. Finite control will store each and every detail about the character. Now see some example. Finite automata will be represented by two ways. Here we can see as transition diagram, that is a diagram, and transition function. So if we have any of two, we can define or we can take detail about the finite automata. Let's take transition diagram first. We are having S and F as two states. S is taking, and the input string, that sigma, is 0 and 1. So S and F is taking 0 and 1. By taking 0 on state S is coming at itself. So, and by taking 1 as an input to S, it will move towards the F. Similarly, by reading that 0 on F state, it will be on F itself, and by reading 1 on F, it will moving towards the another state, that is S. This is the transition diagram. Similarly, we are having transition function. So see, in the transition function, we will consider three major columns: state, input, and the transition function. As transition function is represented by this. So on state S, we are taking 0 and we will go towards the S itself. On reading 1 at S, we will move F. Similarly on F, at zeros and 1, we will have these transitions. So this two representation we will follow further. Now the DFA can be defined definition of particularly of in 5 tuples, that is total number of state, what input it is taking, what the transition function is, from where we are starting with, that is the final state, and the initial and final state. Let's take an example. Like we are having input as 0 0 1 1 0 1 in the particular specified machine. So first at start state, what is the start state here? S. So S will read first character, that is 0. So by reading that 0, S will move towards itself. So S only. So the next transition will start with S itself. Now again S will read that 0. So by taking 0, it will be again of 0. Now S, by taking 1 as an input, it will move towards the F. So now the state changes. Now we are at F state. Now F again will read the character 1. So by taking 1, it will move towards S. Now S we are having at 0, we will be S itself, and on by reading 1, it will be then again move to F. Now we are completed with the string and we are with the final state. What we can say, the string will be in acceptable mode. Okay. Now take another example. 0 1 0 0 1. So by taking 0, it will be on 0 itself. By taking 1, it will move towards F. Now by taking 0, where we were? We were at F. By taking 0, we will be on F itself. Then by taking another 0, we will be on F itself. By taking 1, we will on S. This is not our final state, but we are done with this state. So but we are not final state. So what we will say then? The given state will be not in acceptable mode. It will be reject. So this was the how overall about the finite automata working. So what we studied about the subject, what the theory of computation, what the major requirements of the subject, what major course objective of the subject, and all about the finite automata. So with this, I will stop my lecture and will continue further in the next lecture. Thank you so much.